Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the third aspect that brings wild success to your yoga. Master Swatmarama says you need to be consistent in your practice, or don't be restless in your practice. You need to be consistent. So what this means is, I think that we can all identify with this one way or another, where we hear a beautiful teaching, we get all inspired, we're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And you're like, I'm going to meditate 3 hours tomorrow. And then I'm going to do 3 more hours after that. And, and then and this is going to be the way it is for the rest of my life. And then, but probably 4 days later, we're not doing all that we said that we were going to do. So when we talk about our yoga practice, we will have much more success with a modest, consistent practice than sporadic, gung-ho, crazy motivated practice and then nothing. So it's really difficult to develop habits. I know, of course, it's super difficult, but I want to share with you the way that I've found the most success in my life to developing habits. And it's kind of funny. It's called anti-charity. So when I first developed my yoga habit, this is the way that I did it. I gave my credit card to a friend of mine. And I said, someone I really respected and trusted, someone I wouldn't want to lie to. And I said, hey, I'm going to do yoga for at least 1 minute a day. That was my goal. It was modest, but I knew I could do it. There was no way I couldn't do that. So I gave my credit card and I said, if I don't do my yoga, I have to tell you, and you're going to give a donation to a charity that I really don't like. There's some charities that support causes that I don't align with. They don't resonate with my core values. And so I identified one of them and I said, if I don't do yoga for at least 1 minute a day, 6 days a week, you have permission to donate $50 to that charity. And I'll tell you what, that is an incredibly effective way to have a consistent practice. We talk so much about the pleasure, the goal, the vision, the beautiful thing that will happen when we have our practice. But at least for me, I'm very more easily motivated by pain than pleasure. So I had to have both pleasure and pain to get me to develop a consistent practice. Then when the practice was established, it was a lot easier to keep it going, and I didn't need that kind of additional support. I already had enough momentum. And then some days, I would literally just do 1 minute, but I did it. And that was the point, because I was just trying to have a consistent practice. So it's beautiful to be inspired and want to go big and do a whole bunch of really intense practice. That's amazing. But we can't forget that the real thing that brings wild success to our practice is a consistent practice. And it's important to remember that one of the big goals here is not that we do 3 hours of meditation. It's that we arrive to a lifestyle where there's no differentiation between when we're in practice and we're out of practice. And so there is no spurt of inspiration. There is nothing other than an all-day consistent practice. So the number 3 aspect that's going to bring wild success to your yoga is having a consistent practice. I'll see you next time.